All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. It is week 3 of HRW. You know what that means. You only have 3 more weeks to get out to a restaurant to dine out and do good. Over 400 restaurants participating this year in support of the Houston Food Bank. This is the biggest check they get every single year. Every single dollar Houston Food Bank is able to turn into 3 meals. So that means we are feeding millions of people with this event today. We're at a very special place though, y'all. McCormick and Schmick's Uptown. What is the specialness? Well, of course, Chef Tim Eckard is special, of course, but McCormick and Schmick's is actually one of the very first restaurants to participate in Houston Restaurant Weeks in 2003. Back then, my mother had to basically tell you were participating. That's how it went. You had no idea what it was as a chef. About 15 restaurants joined the mission. Now we're over $421 million to the Houston Food Bank, which makes us their biggest donor, which is pretty cool.
It's absolutely incredible.
Welcome to the show, Chef.
Well, thank you.
This is your first time. Have you ever done TV before with us?
I have not.
No, first time on TV ever?
There's been a few times in the past, a long time ago.
All right.
You know, it's been a minute.
All right. Well, they've got some incredible dishes. You know, McCormick and Schmick is part of Landry's, and I think they have about 45 restaurants participating this year. And the portions and the dishes are amazing. So we're going to go right to the foodie cam. McCormick and Schmick is offering the Houston Restaurant Week's lunch and $39 dinner, baby. Let's go. What are we looking at here, Chef?
So it is a deal this year for sure. So here we have our summer stone fruit salad. It is peaches, nectarines, plums. Sometimes there'll be apricots, cherries, prosciutto, a little bit of whipped goat cheese, frisee, some candied walnut butter, and it's all brought together with a Dijon vinegar.
I mean, this is just beautiful. Now, this is on your $39 dinner menu. I think I'm in the regular camp of, I would have expected this to be a $55 menu.
You know, we wanted to throw a deal out there. We wanted people to get excited, drive a little more business, and just have fun with it. So we decided to go 39 this year. Yeah,
y'all have an excellent menu. Here's a look at your first course. We're going to look at most of these items. I think we have about 10 items to look at. I'm going to try this. Now, Chef, we like to find out a little bit about our chefs on this show. Tell us about yourself. How long have you been in Houston? What got you interested in hospitality?
So I've been in Houston for 5 years now. I'm from Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
You know, I attended culinary school right on the heels of high school.
Yep.
So I've been cooking for about 20 years. I cooked my way through some of the best kitchens in Portland. I was at a Forbes 5-star hotel out in wine country. And then I was running Headwaters at the Heathman Restaurant Bar for a James Beard Award-winning chef before I decided to take the plunge into Houston.
And come to Houston.
So, you know, the food scene out here is just amazing. It's just a melting pot. I really was struck when I came out here for the first time. So I decided to pack up, bring the family, and do it.
Well, we think our food scene here in Houston is pretty special, and we think our diners are pretty special too. They're smart, they're sharp. Is that something you've noticed about our diners?
Absolutely. It's incredibly diverse. There's a lot of ethnicity to the dishes. You know, they were
and authenticity.
Absolutely. They are. You can find authentic whatever kind of cuisine you want out here, which is amazing.
You get diners coming in here right off they traveling all over the world and going to some of the finest restaurants, and then they might just walk right in and just say, we know exactly what we want. We were just there. And I don't think you get that as much in other cities. All right, back to the foodie cam we go. This is a dense and very, very valuable menu. Is this what I think it is? Chef, what are we looking at?
So this is our play on the Iceberg Wedge. This is a baby Iceberg Wedge. It's cut on the equator, so it's a large half round. We're doing, instead of blue cheese dressing, your classic, we're doing a house buttermilk dressing, candied bacon with black pepper, heirloom cherry tomatoes, pickled mustard seed, and radish to finish it off. With some gorgonzola crumbles.
Gorgonzola.
It all just plays so well together.
Is gorgonzola your favorite?
It's not my favorite, but it's really versatile and it works really well with this stuff.
Yeah. Oh, chef. Now, did you design this?
I did.
This is not your average wedge, y'all. This is I'm a huge, we are all Fox viewers, right? Huge fans of the wedge. Big. You got to have a strong wedge.
You got to have a strong wedge
in your arsenal,
Yep.
right? There are certain things in this town. You got to have a strong brunch. You got to have a strong fried okra. You got to have a strong wedge. A few dishes.
The candied bacon really just takes that over the top, to the next level. With the pickled mustard seeds, a little acidity, a little pop from those.
I love the pickled mustard seeds. I love that's a very nice little touch. That's nice beautiful. No, that's a beautiful display, and it's reflective of understanding that many diners, they've seen the wedge a couple of times in their life by now. Maybe it's time to redo the wedge a little bit and put your own touch on it.
Diners are educated. They're smart. They know what they're looking for.
Yeah, they are.
So you've got to keep your game up.
Smart chef. All right, back to the foodie cam. Y'all, we're here at McCormick and Schmick's in Uptown Park, right here off of 610 in the Galleria. Y'all been busy, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. A lot of HRW menus. Of course, all 3 locations of McCormick and Schmick's are participating. You can find all of those menus on HoustonRestaurantWeeks.com, along with all other 45 restaurants under the Landry's umbrella. What are we looking at, Chef?
So this is our play on the Caesar. This is a baby romaine. It is tossed in our house Caesar dressing. It gets a black garlic and Parmigiano Reggiano croutons. So they're shaped thin. Baguette, actually, that's toasted. White Spanish anchovies, and then a little bit of the black garlic powder around the outside. The black garlic kind of really elevates this dish, gives it a bit of umami. The Parmigiano Reggiano just makes it a little more special.
Black garlic. Interesting. Now, what makes the garlic black?
So it's fermented.
Okay.
So the garlic is fermented for 30, 60, 90 days. And it just takes on this amazing flavor, kind of almost a miso garlic, if you will.
And what form is it in after it's fermented? Like, walk me through the process of how the garlic goes from the original form to what it looks like right now.
So you just take the garlic in the whole head. You would blanch it. You would throw it into a rice cooker.
Okay.
Basically slowly cook it for a few hours, and then just let it
the whole cut it up, just the whole thing. Okay.
And then you just let it sit for about 30 days.
Oh, you let it sit for 30 days.
Yep. And it ferments
in a jar, like you seal it up and put it in a jar, kind of like kimchi.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Wow.
It's actually a very, very simple process, and something really special comes from it.
And then does it start to crumble, or does it break apart?
It holds its form, but you can dry it out. So we dry out and turn it into a powder, which is, I think it's a cool way to showcase it.
Chef Tim, I'm blown away. I did not know about this process. I don't think I've seen. Maybe I have, just not unknowingly, the black garlic.
You can purchase it at a lot of specialty stores. It is quite expensive because of the lengthy process.
Yeah.
But it's worth it.
And it's probably used specifically for some dishes, not all.
Not all, but you can replace a lot of dishes with it.
Yeah.
It's really good in aiolis, any kind of puree.
I love that. We're learning stuff over here on Foodies and Friends on Fox 26. Like you said, our diners are smart. They know what they're looking for. They know the value, and they have a lot of experience. And we're good at eating when it's hot out.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, foodie cam. Back to the foodie cam. McCormick and Schmick's. We're taking a look at some of the dishes between their $39 dinner menu, and yes, I said 39, not 55, and also their lunch menu. This is a colorful dish.
So this is for our vegetarian friends out there. We wanted to include you in Restaurant Week. This is our roasted veggie power bowl. Sweet potatoes, cauliflower, broccolini. It's got brown rice underneath, a poached egg, or a hard cooked egg, tahini miso dressing, pickled red onion, and sesame seeds to finish off.
I love that. And I love that you are not forgetting our vegetarian friends, and vegan, and they like to dine out too, right?
It's important.
Yeah.
It's important to have something for them as well.
And it's nice too that you are aware that, just because you are a steakhouse, seafood, oysters, you can do it all really well. You're just going to crush everything, right?
We try to.
You want to win it all.
We try.
Taking a look at their second course items here. Oh, yes. You see. I see. I know what this is. I knew exactly. This is amazing. Yeah.
It's got a ton of flavor.
Ton of flavor and a lot.
Oh, yeah.
You can take some
It's
of this
hefty.
home too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like all the.
I eat that for lunch most days.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I could see this definitely being a good lunch item. I love that. Been a popular item so far.
It has been.
Yeah. All right. Foodie Cam. Next item, Foodie Cam, McCormick and Schmick Uptown HRW brunch. Excuse me, lunch and dinner. Is this one of your dinner or your lunch?
This is lunch right here.
Yeah.
So this is our open blue cobia alpastor tacos. So open blue cobia that has been marinated in buttermilk and hot sauce.
Mhm.
Some of the alpastor sauce that we make in house. It is sitting on a bed of shaved red cabbage.
Mhm.
It's tossed with a citrus chili vinaigrette.
Mhm.
It gets 3 sauces on top: green chili, sour cream, our alpastor sauce, and then an avocado puree. And then just comes with fries and charred lime.
All right, we're going to get into this tacos because you said you came from Pacific Northwest,
I did.
right?
Mhm.
So tell me a little bit about you've been here for 5 years now. You probably had a lot of tacos by now, right?
Had a
Since we're
few.
talking about the tacos here. Tell me just some observations, as far as what are your favorites? What are your favorite flavors?
I mean, my favorite flavors out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the alpastor. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's got so much going on with it. The marinade on it, the way that they cook the pork. So we wanted to take that with that and make it more about the fish here, since we are a seafood house, and just kind of tie all those flavors into this fish dish.
Yeah.
Which it also has some charred pineapple underneath, which I forgot to mention.
Yes. Can't forget the charred
So,
pineapple. No.
It's actually one of my favorite dishes on the menu, and it's
Mhm.
actually on our regular lunch menu as well.
Mm.
And it's been insanely popular.
Oh, it is. What is the breading made of? On the outside?
So that's
Ooh,
just a
it's so
fry
good.
flour, cornstarch, and seasoning mixture.
Mhm. Now, most of the menu items that we're looking at are probably on your regular McCormick and Schmick menu, correct? So that
Some of them are.
some
yes.
of them, and then some of them are not. So which ones are exclusive for Houston Restaurant Weeks? Because Chef, what will happen is diners will come in, they'll see it, they'll want to make sure they are able to grab kind of the dish before it's over.
So our summer stone fruit salad is
Mhm.
only for restaurant week.
Yeah.
The sweet corn bisque
Yep.
that we have on is only for restaurant week.
Yep.
The buttermilk fried chicken is only for restaurant week. The Texas peach brown butter cake and the cherries jubilee cheesecake are also only for restaurant week, as well as the margarita flatbread and the spice rub cedar salmon.
Well, and that makes sense, right? Because a lot of these items are seasonal,
Mhm.
peachy, fruity,
Correct.
light salads, and a lot of restaurants do swap those out. I remember, I grew up in this area. McCormick and Schmick was always a really fun place for me and my mom to come to. I know you never got a chance to meet her, but one of the things I loved about McCormick and Schmick, and I don't know if they still do it, but the menu used to change every day. It was a
Mhm.
big printed sheet of paper,
Yep.
and the fish,
Yep.
the catch of the day.
We still have that.
You still do it.
We still do it.
I was so fascinated with that growing up because I just thought I knew how much work it took. And I'm like, wait, how do they make a new menu every day? Where did the fish come from? How is it organized? And I just didn't understand. I was so in awe that you guys were able to do that.
It's a lot of work to manage, but it is rewarding in the fact that you're able to use, whatever's fresh, whatever's available,
Yeah.
whatever's local. There's so many great purveyors out there that have so many options.
Yep.
It makes it easy, really.
Yeah. No, I'm glad to hear that you guys still do that because it is something special. It's you like to see that folks in the back are looking at the menu and 10 years later, we've got some new dishes.
Yep, we try to keep it fresh.
Keep it
for
fresh.
sure.
All right. Speaking of fresh, back to the Foodie Cam we go here at McCormick and Schmick Uptown. There are 3 locations participating in Houston Restaurant Weeks. What are we looking at, Chef? Oh,
So this is our buttermilk fried alpastor chicken. So our same alpastor sauce that we use in our tacos, and the buttermilk marinates the chicken breast. It's coming with whipped potatoes underneath, some salsa macha over the top, and then just a little bit of micro cilantro. It is so simple. It is so delicious, so satisfying.
now when you say so simple to create,
Yes.
simple to prep.
Simple to prep, simple
Yeah.
to create.
Yeah.
It's just basically chicken and mashed potatoes with sauce, right?
I
But
love
it's
that.
it just has this umami about it, these flavors that just sing.
It has an umami about it. I like that. As me and mommy about it. All right, I'm ready to taste it. I want to show you guys the height on this dish too, because it's a little, it can be intimidating. You got it. You'll be happy you have a knife and a fork. We'll just, there we go. It's very, very large. And this is the actual portion that's served in the restaurant.
This is the actual portion for dinner. So at lunch, you'll get one breast. And then at dinner, you'll get two.
That makes sense. Yes, because you do want your diners to be able to physically operate after their lunch.
Yeah, you don't want to roll them out.
Maybe something to consider. All right, and then tell me about the mashed potatoes, because that's another dish here in Houston that if you're going to have mashed potatoes.
So these are Yukon Golds, and we actually use these mashed potato pellets that were developed by Joel Robuchon. These are,
shout out to Chef Robuchon.
These are absolutely amazing. They make the most perfect mashed potato every single time.
Consistency.
They are so consistent. They are so wonderful. You put them right next to a fresh mashed potato. 90% of people say they're better.
Yes.
So it's we found that it really works for us.
All right, so I'm gonna get in now. Very nice, soft. The chicken is very tender. Oh.
Get a little crunchy bits in there. There's roasted chilies.
It's really nice.
Yeah, there's golden raisins, almonds. There's 4 different kind of roasted chilies in the salsa matcha.
There's something in the back end there too that I'm tasting. I'm not sure what I'm tasting, but I like it. A little earthy, little something, but it's very good. Yeah, really good. I mean, huge portion. All right, Foodie Cam. Another item up on the Foodie Cam. They have a lot here on this menu. I mean, they have a really dense menu anyway, so it makes sense that their HRW menu is going to have a lot. What are we looking at, Chef?
So this is our steak frites. This is our dinner portion. We use RC Ranch Wagyu top sirloin. This is getting truffle frites, and then it gets sauce à pois with some shallot confit over the top.
And just for folks watching the French fries, you can do plain fries, correct? You don't have to do truffles, especially kids. Kids sometimes aren't always going to be willing to take the truffle, unless you're like my child that just willingly eats truffle.
My kids love them too.
Do they really?
I used to take my kids truffle hunting when they were little. They would help me dig and find truffles, and they just love them.
Now, where is that? You actually went digging for truffles?
In the Pacific Northwest.
Really?
Yeah, Oregon black truffles and white truffles.
Oh my goodness.
We'd go all the time.
Now, what do you do? Like, do you meet the dog?
No, you just look for a Doug fir.
I mean, I don't know. I heard truffles are found by dogs.
Doug firs that are about 20 feet high or more.
Oh, the tree.
You find one, you start digging underneath, you're going to find it.
Really? Now, is there a certain time of year?
Yeah, it's usually October, November, December. Those are your prime.
And you've been here in Houston for 4 years, or 5 years. So have you been back to go truffle hunting?
Not to go truffle hunting, but I have been back.
You're probably missing it. Right?
When there's actually truffles that grow out here too. They grow under the pecan tree, but no one eats them. I want to figure out why.
Oh.
I haven't seen them. I haven't put my hands on them, but.
Oh, I wonder if there's something wrong with them. One time, Chef, I had, back in the day when they used to build new homes with carpeting in the bathroom, that used to be a thing. It was the new home, and one day a mushroom started growing through the carpet in my bathroom. And so I called my mother because I didn't know what to do. I said, Mom, there's a mushroom growing through my bathroom carpet. And the very first thing she said to me was, okay, well, Katie, don't eat it. First thing out of her mouth. Okay, well, don't eat it.
Wise words.
Well,
don't eat it.
Why wouldn't I eat the truffle growing out of my bathroom floor? I don't know. It certainly was not my first consideration. Back to the Foodie Cam we go here at McCormick and Schmick. We are in week 3 of Houston Restaurant Weeks, you guys. And if that means you have not yet gone out to the places that you want to get to, now is the time to do it. Oh, this is a beautiful dish, Chef. What are we looking at?
Thank you. This is our spice rub cedar plank salmon. It's rubbed with some cocoa powder, chilies, brown sugar, salt, pepper. It gets a pomegranate glaze. There's an ancient grain and summer vegetable salad, and then an avocado puree underneath.
I'm noticing a little bit of a theme in these dishes. And in addition to the color and presentation and the artistry, I'm seeing responsibility. You know what I mean here? I'm seeing you are infusing and getting in these grains and these proteins and these healthy dishes, and y'all don't even know about it. We can just talk about it and make the food. You don't even need to know about this, right? But you're thinking about the overall health of the diner.
I mean, it's important.
Yeah.
Right? It's really important to eat healthy, and they taste delicious. So why not?
Yeah. Well, and you want your diners to live a long time, so they can
absolutely
keep coming back and trying your dishes. Now, Chef, you're kind of new to Houston, so Houston Restaurant Weeks is probably a little bit new to you, but it's been busy. It's been fun so far for you guys.
Yeah, we love it. Yeah. We love being a part of it.
Yep. Well, and it's nice too because it gives the servers and the hospitality industry a way to connect with, especially the food bank and the people who maybe can't afford to come into a lovely restaurant like this.
Yeah, you get diners that you wouldn't get any other day. So it's a special, 5 weeks now.
Yeah, it is.
Houston Restaurant Month.
Yeah.
Month plus.
Used to be 1 week, but now it's 5 due to demand. All right, Foodie Cam, we got a couple more dishes for you guys. Do we have any desserts?
We do.
We have desserts. Now, Chef, I'm not sure. I know we just met. But desserts for me are possibly the only thing that needs to be in the restaurant. I don't know. I'm just saying. Just think about it. Think about it.
I have a serious sweet tooth also, so I get it. I understand.
Tell me what we're looking at.
So this is our Texas peach brown butter cake.
Yes, it is.
So we take the peaches, have them, clarified butter, salt. We grill them, take the skin off, put them on the brown butter cake, throw it in the oven. You get some candied walnuts, mint, vanilla ice cream, and salted caramel.
You know what you're showing off with this.
I mean, this is pretty good. It's pretty good.
You're showing off with this dish. It makes sense. Did you have anything to do with the creation of this dish? If you got a sweet, I mean, looking at it, it looks like it's got your stamp on it.
Absolutely.
Right here. Yeah, this is all you right here. I'm getting a little glimpse of your style, and I like it. You're very creative. Has anybody told you that before?
They have.
Okay, so this is something. All right, I'm gonna taste it. You put together peach, brown butter, cake, ice cream. I'm going in.
I mean, you got the warm, the ooey gooey, the cold from the ice cream. It's just the little crunchies from the candy walnuts. It's pretty special.
Is this mint?
Yeah, a little mint chiffonade right over the top.
It's amazing. I love it.
It lightens it up a little bit.
Lightens it in a way, and I wouldn't have thought to put that. High five, Chef.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. All right. One more dessert to look at on the Foodie Cam so that we can wrap up and I can eat more dessert. Foodie Cam. Here we go. What are we looking at?
So this is our cherries jubilee cheesecake. It's a Basque style cheesecake. So that's crustless. It's a little bit lighter than your New York style. It has some whipped cream, cherries jubilee sauce, and then just a little bit of lemon zest over top. So very simple, very delicious.
Again, the responsibility, the crust flip, right? Is that to make it a little healthier or just lighter or both?
It makes it a little lighter, a little healthier, and I think it's a little bit better, honestly.
Well, and it's good too for folks who are gluten-free or avoiding crust. They can just have that. And
which is the big problem these days.
It is.
Gluten has become a big issue. So
it is. I find that when I eat a lot of bread or a lot of foods with gluten, I just don't feel as great. So I try to avoid it. And then when I eat too much of it, I don't feel as great.
Yes.
So I don't know. There must be something to it.
It's not good for us.
It's not.
It's just not.
Oh, do we have another item? Oh, okay. All right. I'm going in here. All right, Chef, I gotta ask you. We're talking about responsibility, everything. What's your go-to back in the kitchen snack?
Go-to snack was that the veggie power bowl. To be honest, I love to eat that. I love to grill a piece of salmon and throw it on top.
Wait a minute. This is not your average cheesecake. This is fantastic.
It's pretty tasty.
I like it without the crust too, because you kind of solidify it a little around the edges, so it's almost like a crust.
Well, and it bakes, a little bit longer. It gets this nice caramelization on the outside, which adds to the flavor.
Love it. All right, now run everybody through your hours. You guys are open how many days a week?
We are open 7 days a week. We are open 365 days a year.
That's right, you are.
We never close.
They never close. So Christmas, Thanksgiving, Labor Day.
We open at 11 a.m. Daily. We close at 10 on Saturday or on Friday and Saturday, and we close at 9 every other day.
All right, you guys. That's definitely a great way to come out and try this menu. Houston Restaurant Weeks is running through September 2nd. This is week 3 though, y'all, and they have been busy. So make sure you go online and make a reservation at opentable.com. This is definitely one of the stops. And again, not a $55 menu, y'all. This is a $39 menu. Wait until you see when you get in. Everybody's just waiting to eat. All right, you guys, that does it for us. My name is Katie Stone. This is Chef Tim Eckard here at McCormick and Schmick, Uptown Park. We'll see you on another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox 26 very soon.